Yo, so this is an update on my cancer treatments and how it's been going. I don't know if you could tell, but I lost quite a bit of weight. But I've been going back to the gym and things, so I've gained. I've got some muscle back, which I really appreciate. I don't remember if I mentioned it in my last videos that I was genuinely disappointed about how much I lost a lot of weight, which is good, but I lost muscle weight as well as fat weight. And you don't want to lose muscle weight, and I was just very disappointed in that because I felt so weak. But now I'm starting to get some strength back, and I've been doing really good. I'm healed up on the outside of my incisions from my surgery when they took out my colon. I can I can do all different types of exercises. I can eat whatever I want to eat now. I can do household chores, go back to work, all that good stuff. Um, Now I still do have pain on the inside. Like sometimes I'll just have a random start pain, even if I'm not doing anything. Or there's times where if I'm laying down or something, if I lay down the wrong way on my stomach or on my sides, it will shoot a pain in my stomach. And even though I'm back to doing certain things and doing certain exercises and things like that, I can still feel it on the inside. It's clear it's going to be a while before, even though the outside is healed up and it looks like it's good, the inside is still, I can still feel it when I do certain things, or if I lift a certain amount of weight and stuff, it kind of hurts. So it's probably going to be a minute before it's 100% back together. But I got another one of these bad boys. I got another colonoscopy tomorrow, and I got to drink all this today. If you ever had a colonoscopy, you know, it just forces you to clean out your system. So I'm not allowed to eat anything today or tomorrow, um, at least before the procedure. Afterwards, I can eat something if I want, but I might just go ahead and just fast for the next couple days, um, just to, you know, reboot my system. And I'm pretty sure everybody's supposed to fast at least once a month, every month, just to help keep you regulated. But I posted on some other social medias, and the amount of love and support that I got from just complete strangers. I mean, thousands of people were hitting me up and telling me, that everything's gonna be okay, that the surgery's gonna be fine, and they're just giving me tips on how to be more healthy and how to help heal myself from the cancer and things like that. It was just so supportive, and I genuinely was not expecting any of that at all. Um, I was just posting um, to let my family know because I don't have everyone's phone number, and then constantly having to call and keep repeating myself over and over again. So I just made one big old post and just so my family could know. But just really a lot of complete strangers were hitting me up because I posted it on different spots, and it was just really cool. It almost made me want to almost made me want to cry. But everybody has been very sweet, and I really appreciate it. And I've been doing good, and I've been trying my best to maintain and do better, and switch up my lifestyle. Now, as far as working out, I have already been doing that. Even though I'm a big girl, like I've been stocky. I've been half raised in the city and half raised in the country, so I got natural cornbread strength. I'm just been stocky. So my size has never really burdened me or been an issue to me. But I've been working on it and doing different exercises just to get back toned up and get my muscle back. And if I lose more fat weight during the process, that's cool. If I don't, I'm cool either way. Either way. But tomorrow is my last colonoscopy. Well, I wouldn't say it's my last, but just throughout this whole thing, just to make sure that I'm 100% cancer free. I'm done taking chemo. I stopped taking my chemo medicine a month ago. A month ago? Yeah, I think it's been a month. I stopped taking my chemo medicine a month ago. I went back to taking my vitamins and my herbs. The whole time I could take my vitamins, but I wasn't allowed to take my herbs because it could counteract with the chemo medicine. So I'm back to taking those. Um, this last colonoscopy is to make sure that there's no more tumors or anything on my insides or polyps or whatever, because a couple months before I took that, that's how they found that big main tumor in couple smaller ones, and they cut them all out and stuff. So now that the big one is out of the way and they can go into the rest of it, now they're going, ooh, now that I think about that, okay, that's another thing. So my main cut in my belly button, that's where they pulled out my intestines, but they then sewed it back up and healed it, and you can feel like some thickening on the inside, and I just thought it was just scar tissue. So I had to do a CT scan recently, and it showed that it's not scar tissue. I have a small hernia right here. She said it's from messing with my muscle, my stomach muscles, the weakened. And she said that's what caused that, but it's the small hernia that's connected to the small loops of my small intestine, which is crazy. It doesn't necessarily hurt, like touching it doesn't hurt, but like maybe if someone was pressing up against it, it hurt a little bit. But they said not to worry about it unless it gets to a point where like I'm having physical pain from it. Then that's when they would look at it, I guess. I don't know. But now that the big tumor's out of the way, this colonoscopy tomorrow is so they can check the rest of my insides to make sure I don't have any more tumors anywhere else, and I should be good to go. They did my blood work. My blood work came back clean, I think. It was good. And I did some other tests. I done took a lot of tests. They did some other tests, and I think those were good too. And now we're just waiting on the colonoscopy, and then to go from there. And then that should give the final answer on everything, and I should be in remission. Like this has been a long journey. Been dealing with this since last year, and since October of last year, and now it's about to be next month, September. October is almost been a whole year, yeah. So, but really, I'm just glad that I wasn't being messy and not going to the doctor to actually check and see what was going on, because I was trying to naturally make myself feel better by myself, and it just wasn't working. So I'm glad that I went to the hospital, because it probably could have been much, much worse than what it was. But like I said, I lost some weight, but I did gain about 20 pounds back, only because the doctor told me. Now, one doctor told me it was okay for me to work out and stuff, but then another doctor told me not to, because they wanted to make sure that I was losing weight naturally and not because of the cancer eating away at me. I don't know, like, but yeah. But I genuinely, I feel really good. Some of the side effects from the chemo are still in my system. She said, my oncologist said that it'll take me about a good 6 or 7 months after I stop taking the medicine for the side effects to start to wear off, and for everything to really be out of my system. Like, even though I stopped taking the medicine a month ago, I still have neuropathy every now and then. Not necessarily the burning, but more so the tingling in the hands and the feet. The cold sensitivity has went away, but every now and then, when I first grab something that's cold, it's like for a first couple of seconds, like the tips of my fingers feel a little weird, but it immediately goes away. Sometimes I still have moments where I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and it's not like I'm dizzy, like the room is not spinning. It's just, that feeling, like if you ever went to the doctors and they had to put you to sleep or something, and it's that moment right before you fall asleep, and you're like, everything's closing in. Like, I feel that, and then it's like my body gets super, super heavy, and I genuinely just feel like I'm just about to collapse. But it's not like I'm dizzy, like the rooms are never spinning or nothing. So I be feeling that, and my melanin, some of the color is coming back. I don't know if you could tell. My hands look more pink now than before, because it was really dark. The bottoms of my feet are still dark, and then random spots all over my body, the melanin has starting to come back, because it was changed and had me looking crazy. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the muscle spasms are gone, which is good. For a while there, I would have, and it didn't hurt. It's just like how you feel your muscles tightening up like a cramp, but not necessarily like a cramp, but just like minus the pain, but the feeling of your muscles tightening, that's what it was doing. Like, or like my hands would just slowly like close up like this, and then I just have to force them to stay open. Like, it didn't hurt, but it just, I don't know what that was. It was just weird. But all that's gone, and yeah, yeah, doing a lot better, making strides, y'all. Appreciate all the love.